Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? J Money's back.
And this is C10. And you're listening to the Unkles podcast.
Hey guys, I thought for episode 68 we'd come outdoors. We're here today at Nudgee Recreation Reserve. This is just down the road from me, a nice little park here. Actually a bit nostalgic as well, because the school I went to is literally just over there past those trees. It's really close to home, a big part of 5 years of my life that I spent over there. So I just thought we'd do something a bit different and bring our chat outside for tonight. Episode 68 now we're up to, and I thought we'd do a bit of reflecting on or how far we've come. Basically, we've come from starting episode 1. If any of you have seen that one, it's called a taste tester, and we literally just put it out there because we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know who was gonna see it. We just literally did the episode and was like, fuck it, let's get it on YouTube. So it's on there at the moment. If you haven't seen it, it's a bit of a funny watch because Jackman and I, we were 3 beers deep and we were talking a lot of rubbish. But it's a good episode. To see how far we've come from episode 1 to now, it's crazy. 68 podcasts with heaps of different guests, 11 vlogs of just everything we do in our everyday lives, going out to events. I look back at it and, one of the biggest episodes or vlogs that did get a lot of views was when we went out to the Pacifica Vibes Festival. That was probably a big one, not only for us, but it was daunting going out there with a camera and asking people what sort of expectations they had of the day of Pacifica Vibes Festival, what sort of things they were looking for, whether it was the food, whether it was the vibes, all of that different energy. So yeah, we've done quite a bit, and there's a few things that I'm really proud of. It was just so nice to be able to go out to some of our PNG people, speak to them, see how their lives are going in a different country, because that was the main reason why we started the Uncles podcast, was to basically tell our story of young Papua New Guineans who came over and tried to fit into a new society or a new culture, which is Australia. There were many challenges, there were many risks that came with it, but I think, in a nutshell, it has really allowed us to open up and, find what's important to us, whether it's our culture or whether it's our people, and basically give it back all to where we came from, where we grew up. So this is our own little way of celebrating that, and that's the Uncles basically. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's hopped on board, who's followed us from day one, all your likes, all your comments, all the shares on Instagram, on TikTok. That goes a long way in us trying to achieve our goals. I know over the last few weeks we haven't been as consistent as we have with getting guests on and speaking to more PNG people, but oh my gosh, guys, oh my gosh, I can't wait, because the next few weeks we've got so many different guests lined up to come on. Next week we're speaking to a very special lady who brought us onto the ABC. She interviewed Chucky and I and took us around the ABC studios, and basically let us have a look at their office. So, we're paying it back, and getting her on the Uncles to share her story, um, and really just speak to her about her experiences in the ABC, because she does what we do, but on a larger scale. It's her 9 to 5. She speaks to so many different well-off people around the Pacific, and I can't wait to get her on. Another person who are getting on as well, man, ladies, I think he's single, but I don't know. I don't know. You're going to have to find out when the episode drops, but he loves his CrossFit. I know he's working his normal 9 to 5 as well, but this guy's got an 8-pack. That's all I'm going to say. This guy's got an 8-pack, and we've locked him in. So next few weeks, we've got, some big chats, some very exciting people to come on. I can't wait to share it with you guys, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Almost as amazing as this sunset tonight as well. Look at this beautiful area. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I just thought I'd, reach out and tell you guys a bit about, how we've been tracking, how we've been going, and what's going to happen for the Uncles in the next couple of weeks. It's all very exciting, and we're going to, I guess, keep bringing out new stuff so that you can continue to keep sort of learning and growing. I've got a very important announcement to make. I know for a couple of weeks there, I've been saying, if anyone's got a space for us, reach out, because we're looking for a space to record, and we needed just, a little home for the Uncles, so we can get some guests in, we can do what we need to do, and we can put out more amazing content for you guys. So, guys, we've locked it in. We're at the Strike Studios. Far out. I can't believe it, but Strike Studios is where we're at. It's where the Uncles are gonna be based. We're gonna have a room in there, and that is gonna allow us to do all our podcasts, get all our guests on board, and basically just do what we need to do to grow the podcast. So I just want to say a big shout out, a special thank you to Strike, the bosses there. You know who you are. You guys have helped us immensely here, and I can't wait to get in the studio and show you guys. And as we go on, I'll let you guys know a bit about what Strike do and how they help their customers. But basically, they're our first sponsor. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's crazy. All right, guys. Thank you for joining Strike Studios. We'll see you soon. And before I forget and close off tonight, I just thought I would also speak on my no drinking and how that's going. So a lot of you people know that, I'm not drinking alcohol. I chose not to drink alcohol on January 1 start of this year. Sunday when this drops, it's going to be 8 months of no alcohol, which is, something really crazy. I never thought I'd be able to do something like that, but here we are, and we're here now. So I think, it's been the first 3 months were a bit shaky there. Once we got over that hurdle, it was pretty easy. But when gotten to 8 months now, and it's all smooth sailing from here. A few things that I might leave with you guys that might want to look at not drinking as well, and maybe it's an issue that or a battle that you're fighting with, is the first sort of step just comes from within. I know I had, well, my sort of, I would say, the catalyst to why I stopped drinking alcohol was my accident with my head. But look, guys, it really comes from within. If you want to make that change, you know, say no. Say no to people. Say no to all those events that you're promising the world to with everyone. Um, prioritize your own health. Prioritize your goals. Where you want to be in, say, 5, 10 years. If you think that you're being blocked, or there are roadblocks, or there are challenges, maybe those challenges are in place because you're going out every weekend, you're getting home at 5 a.m. and then you're drinking, and you feel like shit the next day. So I mean, I don't know, I'm not an expert in health, or I'm not an expert in you know alcohol. I'm not a doctor. Okay, guys, I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who's living my life and trying to share my experiences through the lens, or through the Unkles podcast. So, I mean, hopefully I've helped one person throughout this journey, and that's all that matters. But to close off tonight, I just want to say a big shout out again to everyone who's hopped on the Unkles podcast, all our guests, anyone who's featured in the vlogs. You guys, you'll always hold an important place in the Unkles potty. Hopefully one day when we've got 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers, we can pay it back to all of you guys, because you guys are the reason why we've built a little following at the moment. So just want to say thank you to those people. Thank you to everyone that's listened tonight, episode 68. It's been a hell of a ride, and we've got, as I said before, lots of exciting guests coming up. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Come on, guys, run it up, run it up.